All right, hello classmates. It's Alicia Carter here, and I'm just gonna hop right into week 6. So, question 1, what show did you watch? When was it created, and who do you think the target audience is? What genre were you assigned, and why did you think that this would be a good representation of the genre before you watched it? So, my genre was honestly pretty easy. I got game show. I feel like game shows are pretty straightforward. Um, the game show that I chose, however, was Family Feud with Steve Harvey. It was created by Mark Goodson, and the show actually first started in 1976. I actually just learned that. I mean, I knew that Family Feud had been around before Steve Harvey, that it had, like other hosts prior to him. However, I didn't know that like the show was around since 1976. It's a really long time, and it's still on. Steve Harvey, however, began Family Feud in 2010, and he is currently still the host for the show. The audience is definitely like a family audience, and kind of like older. I don't think that like younger kids would enjoy watching it. I don't think that it's not meant for them, but the show can be like just a little inappropriate. But I feel like it's inappropriate in a sense that like parents will get it, so it'd be kind of like over kids' heads. So I definitely don't think it's like one of those situations where the show can't be aired. Like it has to be aired after the kids go to bed or something. But it is definitely it's a family. It's a show geared towards like the family audience. Um, it would show during prime time, which is generally family time, earlier in the evenings before the dramas come on. I think any game show would have been fine for me to choose, but I chose Family Feud because it is actually the only game show that I've watched quite a few times. Number 2. What are the conventions of your genre, and can you think of others that the text doesn't list? Did your show fit this definition? Do you feel it crossed any other genres or subgenres? Um, so pull up my book here. So, for the conventions and the content of the game show genre, it says that contestants compete for prizes within the program or over several weeks. Categories of quiz questions, correct answers, increased value of prizes, suspense is built as contestants struggle to give correct answers. I feel like that's pretty much to the T of Family Feud. Steve Harvey he's known for being a very comical man. So, I mean, he definitely plays his own role. Like, he's not just kind of like a boring host. I mean, no game show host is boring, but I feel like, I mean, he's more of like a celebrity host. And he definitely makes the show what it is. I definitely feel that, what the book outlined definitely, fits the, definition kind of what a game show would be. I feel like all game shows pretty much fit that. It's pretty straightforward. They all kind of have the same theme, like, the conventions and the content. It's either, a group of people and it's brought out over several weeks, like something like what shows on like MTV, like not Fear Factor, but like the ones that like deal with all of the different contestants, and they like I said, it drags out over like several weeks. It's not just like for one episode, whereas Family Feud, it's like, a different set of families each episode. We don't see, they're not there for several weeks at a time. It's a one program thing, a one shot thing. And the book didn't list any subgenres, and I don't think that it has any. Like I said, I feel like game shows are pretty straightforward. Number 3. What do you think of this type of show, and would you normally watch it? If not, are you more interested in it now? So I said I don't normally watch game shows. And honestly, I can't think of a game show that I've actually watched other than maybe like Wheel of Fortune a couple of times with my grandmother, like way back when I was a child. Um, I haven't watched Family Feud previously with like any other host. The only Family Feud that I've ever seen is with Steve Harvey. But he is definitely a funny man and makes the show absolutely hilarious. I wouldn't watch game shows regularly, but I would watch this show. You know, like there have been a couple of times where if I'm bored and if I have time and I'm just like sitting down watching TV and I'm trying to find something to watch, if Family Feud is on, you know, I'll turn it to it because Family Feud, I know I'll get a good laugh of it, a good laugh out of it. It's a really funny show. So those are all of the questions for this week. Number 4 says to comment on 2 of y'all's videos. So I'll be sure to do that. So this is the end of my video, you guys. Bye-bye.